Many years ago, before my children were born, we're talking more than 25 years ago. I was quite early. I was quite early in recovery, working a 12-step program. And one of the things that I kept very close to me at that time, because it was a time of difficulty in one sense, but great joy on the other. Great joy in having been given a chance for recovery, um, but also there was that real impending sense of um, not wanting to get it wrong, not wanting to relapse. So there were certain things that I kept close to me just as a resource, and one of them was a book called Memories, Dreams, Reflections, by Carl Jung. It was uh, a biography detailing the life of Carl Jung. Very interesting, very interesting. But what's interesting is the title itself, Memories, Dreams, Reflections. And it took years, it is many years before I realized that memories, dreams, is what appearance is, is what appearance is. You can subdivide it by these things, you can go, yeah, memory. We internalize all our experience. It becomes a memory, and then that becomes the unconscious, and our yeah, our conscious aspect of the mind relays between this memory and what we see. Okay, and that in itself is a dream. We're living in this dream of comparison. We're looking at something and we create a thought of something. Um, those thoughts get stored. These are memories, and then based on those old thoughts, we then start to think those thoughts. So there's this conscious. So we create a dreamer. We're in this dream of waking state. And the interesting thing about reflections is everything is just a reflection. What you hear, what you see, all the five senses are reflections. These are reflections that when our awareness picks up, we then also get caught up in the dreamer. We get caught up with someone hearing, someone smelling, someone touching, someone whatever, whatever the past, seeing. So you can really see just these three things. You've got the dreamer, you've got the reflections, and you've got the memories, dreams, reflections. It's interesting, isn't it? Um, yeah, yeah. And amidst all of that is the witness. Should it have been called Memories, Dreams, Reflections, and Witness? Not really. Because what he was portraying was his life experience. And what we know is that in pure consciousness, there's no experience. But saying that, there is a paradox when you get to this stage of awareness, when awareness actually awakens to its essential nature. One of the things that's realized is that this essential nature, in abiding in itself, you come to know it is the self. It's just an absolute truth. That's what it basically means. It's an absolute truth. And what was I saying? Yeah, the paradox. And so there is this paradox whereby, although it is an experience, it's it's indivisible. It's not here. It's not local. All of those things. But without it, you wouldn't experience anything, would you? Nothing would exist. Okay, so here's the paradox. The paradox is, although consciousness itself in its pure state, in its deep abiding nature, it is not what arises. It is the root source of all what arises. So if it is the root source of all that arises as memory, dream, reflection, then consciousness itself then is the experience. But it's unqualified by the experience. So whatever reflection, whatever memory, whatever dream is happening, consciousness remains the root source of that. There is only the witnessing of that. And that witnessing is the experience, but it's not qualified by the experience. It's an incredible paradox.